All right, so welcome back. This is another video for the Black Nationalist channel. I do want to apologize for not posting anything um, in a while. There's a lot of things that's going on that I have been taking care of. So it seems to be going pretty good, pretty good. All right, so you might hear a little lisp because I have my braces and I am in pain a little bit right now. So please deal with me, and I am going to make sure that I present a well thought out video for this evening. So what I want to talk about, like I made mention on my Facebook this morning, is I'm going to talk about two topics. One of them is the obesity, of how we accept obesity in the Black community as a whole. The second one, I'm basically just going to go over, if anyone that's interested in being a coder, a programmer, just give you some things that you could help, some tools that is going to help you, and so that you could be able to be your own boss, so to speak, because when you are a programmer, you can really cut any corporate ties that you have right now. So I'm going to get into that a little bit later. So as I may mention, the obesity in the Black community. Now, if you want to go to the CDC website, and it does make mention of the obesity rate, I'm going to post the link in the description box. So if anyone wants to take a look at it themselves, of how the African American woman, the rate is 80%. The reason why I want to talk about this, because I have been noticing I take public transportation to work because it's literally 30 minutes. Sometimes it could be 20 minutes. And every single time there is, I encounter a number of Black women, our Black women, that are huge. They are huge. And then I see them wearing spandex because, of course, they want to, and not just any spandex, they want to wear the spandex that you use when you go to work out at the gym because those are more compressed. However, even though they still get those compressed type spandex, you still see the, how do you put it, the dimples, the craters and stuff like that on the thighs. And it's not appealing. And then, what kills me is where they have the short little jackets so that they could try to show their rear end. And it's like, why? Because I'm still seeing the craters on it. It is. I just want to know, when did we start rewarding or accepting? Yeah, let me say accepting. When did we start accepting bad behavior from our women, and of course from our men, and of course from our women? And the reason why I say our woman is because I'm a Black woman myself, and I want to see Black women do better. That's the whole purpose of me making this channel, not only to just talk about some of the things that goes on in the news, but also to bring to light the situations that we as Black women, we have to work on, and no one is talking about it because out of fear. I posted on my page today, there was a group of women um, that you will see, that you see right here. That there are some pretty ladies, their faces, they're beat for the gods. They look good. However, you could tell they don't Photoshop the mess out of that, because you're not going to find a heavy set ladies that look like that and they do not have any type of bumps. And when I say bumps, I'm talking about, the cellulite, the whole 9 yards. It's not possible. And if anyone want to say that, oh, you can, just stop. Just stop playing yourself. And the reason why I brought this up is, again, it's like we embrace the bad behavior. We embrace this obesity. It's, we have the soul food that they call it, which is really nothing but you're celebrating a way of how to eat slave food in a manner to bring everybody together. If anybody remember the Boondocks when they was talking about that, it was funny, but it did share a lot of truth in that. We would eat the very food that has killed our grandmothers or our aunts or anything like that because the food is bad. You know, when you eat the chitlins and the hog moth, those were the least desirable foods on the plantations, and that is exactly what the slave masters gave their slaves, those who was out in the field. That's the type of food that they gave them. Now, if anyone's still eating it, hey, that's your prerogative, you know, whatever. But I'm just letting you know where it all stemmed from. So the thing is, yes, I do know in the hood. I came from the hood. I do know that there's not that many I want to say restaurants that you can eat from that's a little bit healthy. However, I do know that our women, you know, they do receive some type of assistance. Not all of you, but there are majority of you that does receive some type of assistance. And what you can do for yourself and for your family is at least go to a nice grocery store and start picking out food that is healthy for you. You see, here's the thing. Black women, we have to remember, as I mentioned in my previous video, we are in competition. Okay? Black men no longer feel the need to be loyal to us now. This new generation no longer feel the need. You want to know why? It's because you have raised the very men that you hate. And therefore, they are going to say, you know what? I don't want to put up with this. You don't want to look right. You don't want to eat healthy. You don't want to help me out. So I am going to go over here with these other group of women, because when you think about the other group of women, yeah, you're going to have your fatties, but you're not going to see so many of them, so much of them like you do with us. They're in shape. It's very disheartening when I can count how many black women that I can see at the gym. Now, I also signed up for Export Fitness on 800 South State. Now, I was able to count on one hand how many black women that I saw in that gym. Now, that area, it is on South Loop. However, you do have some black people that live there. Some. But the thing is, I was able to see a number of black men that was at the gym. But I could count on one hand as to how many black women was there. Now, I also go to Planet Fitness right here in Hyde Park. You do, it's the same thing, another mixture. And I do see some black women in there. I have actually bonded a friendship with some of the black women there. And they actually are doing their best to put in their work. But the other black women that I see, they have a full face of makeup with the weave, the eyelashes, and you could just tell that they are there to try to snag a guy. You know, I be focused. And so when I work around other machines, because I know that you're using it, but then I see you talking to a group of guys and it's like, okay, I cannot allow you to mess up my flow. And then when I say, excuse me, you look at me crazy. See, going to the gym and me being healthy, I take pride in that. I went from 230 pounds to 177. That was 3 weeks ago. I have another appointment. I can guarantee you it's going to say 175 or 174, because I literally make sure that I shred my fat. I want to shred and be cut. I can't have too much conversations like this when it comes to me corresponding with other black women, because not too many of us want to be healthy. We want to eat that fatty food. And then on top of that, we like to say, well, guess what? You're going to the gym while you're over here trying to look good. There's a nigga that's over here laying up with me. Yeah, the reason why he's laying up with you is because he know that you're easy access and that you're going to have food in the fridge, even though it's not good. Let's use common sense here. If anything, the only thing he can do is to bend you over, do what he has to do with you, and eat your food and leave. But yet, when he wants to go out, he wants to step out with the guys, he's going to find himself a black woman that is in shape. If not a black woman that's in shape, he's going to find another woman that is in shape so that he could say, look at what I have on my arm. while he's messing with you in the dark. That's nothing to be proud of being unhealthy. There's a lot that comes with that being unhealthy. The clogged arteries, diabetes. You could face a limb being amputated. There's nothing sexy and or cute about being big. Now, I mentioned also on my post individuals who may have thyroid problems. Look, I understand that. Let me be clear. I understand when an individual suffers from a thyroid problem. Yes, it can cause you to gain weight. However, listen to this point. Do not use that as a crutch for you to continue to remain in an unhealthy lifestyle. Let me repeat this again. I understand individuals that suffer from thyroid problems and that can put on weight. Again, however, do not use that as a crutch so you can continue to live in an unhealthy lifestyle. You see, being healthy, it is a lifestyle change. You have to make it a mental thing. Because see, a lot of us, this is why I say that mental illness, do not be afraid to go and talk to someone, because when it comes to being fat, being obese, a lot of it comes from emotional eating. I used to do a lot of emotional eating, but I have read a book. It was a black dietitian. I can't think of her name right now. The book is somewhere in my place, and she basically talked about how to eat healthy but make the food taste good. And she said in the first chapter about emotional eating, she said to help break you away from that, you have to want to stop emotional eating. And the best way to do it is to replace everything that you normally would snack on with something healthy. And I love my chips. I may still eat my chips, but it's kind of hard now since I have braces. So I know I'm really going to see my weight drop and everything. But if you have chips, replace that with your favorite fruit. If you like to have something to snack on, have you some almonds, have you some cashews, have you some peanuts, protein, bananas, have yourself bananas, have yourself strawberries, your superfruits, which is your any berry is your superfruit, any berry. You see, when you inculcate that, and if you're the type of person that don't like to eat your vegetables, you can blend it up. You can blend it and you can drink it. As long as you're getting the proper amount of servings of veggies and fruits in your body, you're good. And then next thing you know, all of eating healthy, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to feel less tired. The smoothies that you're drinking from the healthy food that you're partaking, it's going to curb your appetite to the point that you are not going to rely upon food to help you get through the day, because your body is your temple. If you mistreat your temple will fall, and then you're going to suffer from all type of health issues that's going to come with unhealthy eating. Majority of us work a job that requires us sitting. Sometimes you may have to be able to find a way to move about. I like to do this body twist that I have this Samsung watch, and it's a health application that I like to use, and it bugs me every hour saying, hey, let's do some type of workout. So I do a body twist in my seat, do 5, and that's it. And I do that every hour. And also what it does is help slims my waist. So doing that for 8 hours, and then I do like to walk on my lunch, I'm I'm losing weight and I already eat healthy. You can do this. But you have to want to do this. That's the thing. And that's what, like that doctor said, you have to want to make living and eating healthy a lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. It has to come from within. It will go from your heart, from your mind, and filter to your heart. And you better believe me, your body is going to appreciate you taking care of yourself. You see, we have too many simps out here that says, oh, there's nothing wrong with loving a BBW. You're right, there's nothing wrong with it. But guess what? You're helping enabling this bad behavior. Because I can guarantee you that if a fit woman was to cross your path, you are going to jump on her before you do this big body woman over here that you like to say, oh, we should not shame. Let's be honest. The very man that says, oh, I love big body women, if a woman who is nice and fit or nice and curvy, she may not have the muscles, but she is nice and curvy with a beautiful flat stomach, the whole 9 yards, if she walks your path, you are going to break your neck to get in front of her. And this woman over here that you said who's big, who you love, you're going to dismiss her with the quickness. Because see, this is the reason why a lot of also that's part of the reason. That is part of the reason. That's not the major reason, but by you helping this behavior, it's going to continue on with our women. And then on top of that, our women, you have to ask yourself, those who are huge, why get upset at girls who are fit, who goes to the gym, or even if those who do not go to the gym but they take care of themselves by eating healthy? Why get mad at them when a bunch of men is attracted to them? Instead of you getting upset with them, why don't you try repeating the actions that they are doing? Why don't you try eating healthy? Why don't you try doing 30 minutes every other day, just just climbing the stairs? Why don't you try, instead of um, taking the bus to the corner store, why don't you try walking? And you do that. If it's someplace that you know that is in walking distance, instead of you taking the bus or an Uber, walk it. And you would be surprised as to what will be accomplished within 6 months. Because see, my problem was beforehand, I used to start, and I don't know why, I used to think that, oh, if I do this exercise for 2 months, I should see a change. No, like my father cousin said, it is consistency. You have to stick with it. But when you stick with it, your body is going to show it. Because when you when you work out and you eat right, you are going to be so happy as to how the clothes will fit on you. When you want to walk around in your place in your birthday suit and you walk past that mirror, you're going to say, whoa, I look good. Instead of quickly walking past the mirror because you're seeing something that you do not like to see. Number one, our body was not meant to hold so much weight, so much fat. Do you not know how hard your heart is pumping to keep you alive when you are fat, when you are obese? Look it up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not about to go into details as to uh, the science behind it because I shouldn't have to. Common sense should come into play that having an unhealthy lifestyle is something that you should not want to support or be a part of. The thing is, I really would like to see more of our black women embrace healthy, being healthiness. That's what I want to see more of us embracing. That's why a lot of the black women who I have as my friends on Facebook, they go to the gym every time they post a picture and everything of themselves. I love it because I know it takes discipline. I know that it takes mental being focused. I know that because you're constantly surrounded by individuals who wants to just be in the mud, so to speak. And I know that you probably have to face the sneers that comes along with you working out, with you trying to better yourself, with you trying to look good, with you trying to feel good. Because exercising, it does help you with your depression. If you suffer from depression, it does help. It really does. Not only just that, when you come home from work after going in at the gym, you take your shower, you prepare for the next day, you get into bed, it is literally lights out. Next thing you know, you waking up to your alarm clock and your body feels good. You feel good and you're able to get up and go throughout your day. When you are overweight, when you are fat, it takes its toll on you. You know how when you try to get out the bed, you roll over and everything, and you hear everything, your joints going snap, crackle, and pop, the whole 9 yards. And then you know how you have to wobble side to side. In order to get through the door, you have to turn to a slight degree. No one wants to live like that. Your clothes, don't forget. You know what made me also cut down on my weight? When I was buying clothes that was a size 18 or 20, it was costing me a lot more. So I said, you know what? Instead of me buying clothes that is this size, because I like to save money the best way possible. So I'm going to cut down on this and start focusing on my health. So let that also be another reason. So, so that you can cut down. If you're the type of person that want to save money, hey, let's start working out. Let's start eating healthy. The first thing you want to do is focus on detoxing your body so that your body could start to get adjust to what you're about to do, and just start eating the right food. If you don't know, don't diet, because I do not diet. I don't believe in dieting, because when you diet, you're going to gain all that weight back, but double. And then you're going to be even more depressed about that. So you do not want to diet. You want to have a healthy lifestyle. That is the goal, being healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. That is something that you want to look forward to. You want to live as long as you possibly can. You want to. You want to be able to see your family members as long as you possibly can. Your body will thank you for that. Yes, there's a lot of things out here in the food, but try your best to make sure that you can get food that is close to what it's supposed to be, which is food. It should not say organic, because I didn't know. That's going into another topic and I don't want to get into that. But anyway, the sole purpose of this video is I would really love for us, especially Black women, I would really love for us to break away from this I'm fat and obese, so you gotta love me for it. You still gotta love me. No. No, I don't. I'm tired of when I want to sit down on the bus, I can't sit down because there's two fat women on the side and their size is the one that's taking up that one seat. Or when I do find a seat, this fat woman comes and sit next to me and her thighs is literally on my side, even though there is enough space between my seat and the seat next to her. And then when you move and wiggle, I get the look like, what the F? I'm like, wait a minute, it's not my fault that you're walking well and that you can't sit down on one seat. You have to take up two seats. That's not cute. And the reason why you looking at me crazy is because you're unhappy with yourself. So you try to mask that by having the attitude that if anybody says anything wrong about me, I'm going to beat the mess out of you. For what? All I need to do is run and you're going to fall apart because you're out of breath. That's it. All I need to do is run. I don't even have to hit you. Just run. And the only thing I'm going to hear is you saying MF or you B, you this and you that, because you cannot catch up to me due to you being overweight. If you don't like what I am saying, do something about it. Do something about it. It's called being accountable for your actions. Again, black women, we are in competition with other women in the world. The other women in the world, they are all fit. Not all of them have the nice muscular scope, but they are still nice, have the feminine outer appearance and inner, as well. So instead of you being mad talking about how come the only man that's attracted to me are the dusty males, well, it's because look at yourself in the mirror. You are what you're attracted to. And this is the reason why you have simps that want to attack individuals that want to tackle this topic, is because they see their mothers and those big women. So that's why they feel that they have to come to their rescue, because they see their mothers in that. Hey, I mean, it's the truth, right? If you say if you think that what I am saying is dishonest, please, by all means, let me know. If I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I have no problem admitting, saying that, you know what, you're right, I'm in the wrong. But this is a problem within us. It should not be 80% of our black women that is obese. I mean, come on. You think that mess is cute? It is not cute. It's pathetic. It really is. All right, so that's all that I have right now, because I did not want this video to go too long. Let's see that it already did. But let me know what you guys think.